Okay, hello, hello, hello. Back to the Paldea Live Pokedex grind. Yeah, it's better now? Well, that's good to hear. Pretty sure we need Earthworm. I need to go buy some more of the blue barrels. I might transfer all of my Pokemon after completing the Living Dex to Pokemon Bank, and then just start a new game. Alright, 296. Oh, that's why it's not on my list, because my list only goes up to... No, my list goes to 360. Yeah. This Pokemon lives in arid deserts. It maintains its metal body by consuming iron from the soil. Well, only reason I would use the banks is because... Oh, 296, before I forget. I'm going to check that off. Okay. Is because, like, I have all these guys that I've trained way before. Like, I'm pretty sure this Magmortar is from... Yeah, this is from Diamond and Pearl. This I hatched in black and white, I'm pretty sure. So I would want to just put all these back into the bank. Plus whatever extras I've done. Like Chien Pao. What mark do I got on this guy? Yeah. Then I would probably restart and I don't know, maybe do a random Pokemon for my starter to play through. That would be fun. Okay, so I need a lot from around here. I have you. I need a Doug Trio. Gotta cuff it. Get the Doug Trio. I mean, I'm glad Pokemon Bank exists now. Before, I would just keep them in my older games and then transfer them up if they could be transferred up. But now Pokemon Bank exists, so that's fun. It's just, it sucks that it's paid. In battle, it digs through the ground and strikes the unsuspecting foe from an unsuspecting direction. Pretty good. Okay, I have Voltorb. requires Roly Coly's evolution and then vroom, vroom, vroom. This steel section is Varoom's actual body. This Pokemon clings to rocks and converts the minerals within into energy to fuel its activities. There you are. Carcoal. Due to the coal tar created inside it, the heap of coal on Carcoal's back never falls apart, even when the Pokemon rolls around in high speeds. I almost didn't stream today, actually, because I was making some breakfast at dinner and I was making some hash in the bacon oil, and it splattered all into my eye. And for like the past 2 hours, it's just hurt/gotten swollen. But now it's just way better, like it never happened. So I was about ready to say can't stream because my vision was blurry, but then it fixed itself. Okay, if I'm remembering correctly, there shouldn't be a spawn here anymore for any more that I need. I think I got a Bramblin, but if I didn't, when I go through the checklist later after catching a bunch, I can always get them. I'm pretty sure I got a Meowth. I got a Hariyama. So now we're in this forest. I got a Venonat, so that's done. We need a Grafaiai. And a Foongus. I have found out that from my Pokemon bank, some of the Pokemon that I'm missing, Squirrel and Dragalage is among them that I'm missing. And that's about it. I think in total, between this game and my Pokemon bank, I'm only missing 40, maybe 30 Pokemon. Foongus. This Pokemon prefers damp places. It spurts out poison spores to repel approaching enemies. Jeez. We need you create it. Oh, and some Pessiminians over there. Perfect. I honestly do not like Scovet or Creedon. Hey, you're back. Dang. I live out like in the middle of the woods and I don't lose power that often, which is really cool, but it's also like kind of how where I am. I'm in between county lines. So if most places in that county lose power, I don't. It's weird. I was really surprised it used that as much as it did. Turn, not use that. That's a weird phrasing. That's funny. You know, this is just adding more to create and why I hate it. It's now the most troublesome Pokemon I've had to catch this whole time so far. I have a house generator. It's sitting outside in front of my house, covered in vines and plants. It's like 15 years old. It came with the house when I got it. Oh my god, there's a Salamence in chat. I'm catching that. Greed, this Pokemon makes off with heaps of fallen berries by wrapping them in its tail, which is roughly twice the length of its body. I didn't even know there could be like little portable propane generators. I just know of like little propane heaters. I eventually want to get my roof covered in solar panels and get some batteries and to have, so that'll help too, to get off relying more on grid power. The boss chooses 10 members of the group to go out hunting. The hunting party will evenly split the food they find with the rest of the group. That's cool. What's ROI? Oh, yeah. They live in groups, pestering and playing pranks on each other to polish their troublemaking skills. This was a weird one when it was introduced, I think, in Sword and Shield? I don't need you. They say I won't get a lot of benefit from it where I live. I've been keeping up on the tech though, so I'll know when it's time. Very nice. Is that just like regulations in your area and whatnot? Just aren't very good for people with solar panels? See, if I did it and covered my roof, I wouldn't be producing... Well, I would probably produce just enough to probably cover what I use. Because we use very low energy here, according to my bill. And I calculated, I think like 30 solar panels would be just enough, I'm pretty sure. The problem is here, if we generate power back into the grid, they tax us on that instead of paying it back to you. But then you can use that tax during taxes to... I don't know, my tax guy explained it, but it was very confusing, and I was just like, not worth it right now. Oh, jeez. See, I know for the, what is it, a Genrac? The, like, control system here is, like, 6,000, but the panels, if I was to get the 30 of them, they'd be about $234 a piece. And then the wiring would probably be 2,000 to 3,000 to get done. Each Grafai paints its own individual pattern and will paint the same pattern over and over again throughout its life. That sounds like insanity. Okay, yeah. So it would be about 20,000 to get it completely done and all in all, I would say. So yeah. It'd be nice to get a shiny Grafia, but I feel like it would be a lot easier to just breed for the shiny. Their Mimikyu is over here somewhere. This way. Yes? It's over a bridge. Where's the bridge? Up here. Really? Only 10 years. Dang. That would explain Markiplier's problem then, maybe, because I was listening to the Distractable podcast and he was talking about how his solar panels just aren't actually hooked up and he's been cleaning them and they don't work. Yeah, like the whole system is just not even hooked up to anything. I find the situation hilarious. I used to have a friend who had solar panels though. They had about 8 and they put the power into batteries. They had like 8 batteries that they just swapped in and out to keep the charge. But whenever they lost power, it was very helpful. Yeah. Ooh, there's a Drapey. It floats using the electricity stored in its body. When thunderclouds are around, Tadbulb will float higher off the ground. Oh, that's cool. Oh, there he is. Though, where I live, Samsung just bought like a lot of property and is putting up solar panels, and in response, everyone's bills will be going down significantly by what 2030. But I'm just like, that's 6 years away. That's insane. It has a habit of biting at Clauncher even though it doesn't feed on them. This is said to be vestigial behavior from when Dreepy was alive. Oh, yeah, Dreepy's dead. That's gotta be something. Like, I want a professor of the Pokemon world being like, there's a lot of Pokemon that seem to be alive after they die. We need to figure this out. Figure out why they die. Not why they die, but why they come back after death. Should also be a Pine Echo around here somewhere. There's the Mimikyu. Zombie. Oh, speaking of which, I was thinking earlier, and I was like, I want for Gen 10 for them to drop 2 new Eevee evolutions, but I can't figure out which combo of Eevee evolutions I would want, like Steel and Dragon, or rock and flying. Like they dropped 2 new types and either or is those types. Mimikyu was only recently identified as a Pokemon. Previously, people thought it was just a ghost wearing a cloth. See, one of probably the only things I like about X and Y is that the legendary Pokemon weren't dragon types. They were dark, fairy, and then poison and psychic, I think? But I was glad that we started getting away from the dragon trope, and then lo and behold, you know, we get the best Dragon Boy. Or girl, they're probably genderless. It is the future this one is from. Then Koraidon probably just does not care. Yeah, Xerneas was really chill. I played Y, so I got Vivitel, and then when I seen Xerneas, I was like, I kind of like the fairy deer better than the dark bird. I think I clicked off from the queue, did I? I can. Oh. Oh, it's right on. Can read you. That works. Right on his quantum, which would make. Ah, hey, that. Yeah, there you go. See, what I kind of wish this game would have done, which would have been really cool, and they totally could have done it because the DNA slicers exist, and that is you could take the Pokemon that have the paradoxes, and you should be able to transform them into their paradoxes. Dreadnought lurks along the shoreline. When prey comes to drink water, Dreadnought stretches its neck out and chomps down on them. It's a full-blown African gator. I don't know. I'm also kind of tired of each game just coming up with a new gimmick and then dropping it. Like, I like the terrestrialization, and with what it's going on with the anime slash what the storyline of Blueberry Academy was, it sounds like terrestrialization is coming to every single region, which, you know, make that the new gimmick of every game. I don't think people would not hate that. That is really cool that I got you, but, like, still looking for Pine Echo more. I know an area where I can find lots of you, Zoro. You suck. To protect themselves from danger, they hide their true identities by transforming into people and Pokemon. The other thing, too, is I participated in the... Yeah, in Pokemon Black and White, when Zoroark and Zoroark first came out, you did a mystery gift event if you pre-ordered the game, which I did. Oh, there's a Sableye there. No, that's an Impotent. I'm pretty sure it was if you pre-ordered it. You were able to then do a mystery gift where you then when you get to Eurotech City, I think it is, you go to the forest and then you encounter Zoroark, and you could catch it. But it's disguised as a female woman, just going in and out of a trailer, trying to not be suspicious. And I kind of miss that it was an event Pokemon, and now it's just common fodder. Find it everywhere. Yeah, don't be suspicious. Okay, well, I still need that Pineco, but I also know where probably another Pineco can be located. My next spot should probably be up here in this area to get this cleared out so I don't gotta come back. Survivor. I already got a deerling. I don't know why I stopped. But I do need you. And the primate. Oh, there's a few Pokemon up here I don't got. Oh, welcome back. I'm also only going to be streaming for like another half hour because I said I was going to stream every day. So I figured I'd get another hour stream in today. And because I got Thursday and Friday off, so I'm going to get a bunch of chores done around the house. And then probably just dig in deep and stream for a few hours. What was your first Pokemon game? Very nice. Mine was yellow as well. And then I didn't play another game again until I got Fire Red. And then somebody convinced me to trade my Fire Red for their Pokemon Emerald because they said Torchic evolved into Moltres, and I was like, no way they did that. That's awesome. And then I found out it didn't, and I wanted the game back, but then I found out that Emerald was just a superior Pokemon game. Oh, an Adini and a Nuobat. Yeah, there's a lot over here I can get. You know what? We're gonna redo this Halancha. I'm gonna reset the odds. Nice. See, I played Crystal after Fire Red, and I fell in love with Crystal. Typhlosion became my first Pokemon at level 100, and back then Typhlosion could learn Thunder Punch, so you could go into the Elite Four with a level 60 Typhlosion and Thunder Punch every single Pokemon and win the entire Elite Four and level it to 100. I think with 28 times going through. Halancha lived quietly without flocking together. They fight constantly with their natural enemies. Noisy groups of primate. 301. Yeah, and then Suicune became my second level 100, and I think I still have... Ooh. I think I still have them. Though they have way different movesets now, because back in Sun and Moon, you couldn't transfer Pokemon with certain movesets anymore, and that was one of them, so he had to get rid of it. Very nice. I like Typhlosion the most out of the second gen starters. Did you ever play Emerald? For the sake of its friends, this brave warrior of the sky will stop battling, even if will not stop battling, even if injured. Jeez. One of my favorite things of it was the Battle Frontier. So once you beat the game, you would be invited by Scott to go to the Battle Frontier, and it was just it was so nice beating those, and it was such a nice challenge. And I wish they would just bring that back. That's probably the one thing I wish Pokemon would do in every game is give it a Battle Frontier type area. Oh, it's Covilion. God dang it, Haunter. Yes, the big city in I can't even remember what region X and Y take place in. It's my least favorite game. Yep, that's what the next Legend City is going to take place, which I really believe that that game is will start out like way in the past and work our way up to the future, jumping through. I think the city is going to go through jumps through time. I think, which would be cool, because like the trailers make it look like that's what's going to happen, but we'll see. In total darkness, where nothing is visible, Haunter lurks, silently stalking its next victim. It's also the number 69 Pokemon. Guess that's why he's got a big tongue. Oh, there's some Lycanrocs. I don't know. I think there's many things that a lot of people would want in Pokemon games. There's many things I want, but they'll probably never give it to us. I will say, like, the quality of life stuff they've done, tremendous. It's amazing. The Lycanroc has an extremely vicious temperament. It will happily sustain injuries for the sake of taking down its opponents. Like, I think the one Pokemon that portrays Pokemon behavior the best in this game so far is Pachirisu, because it will just ignore you and go up trees and sit there and eat berries and just behave like an actual wild squirrel. And I think that for the future Pokemon games is amazing, because I can just imagine like most of the remakes and most of the newer Pokemon games being like look at this actual interaction between these wild animals that's happening. These Pokemon make their homes in piles of scrap metal. They test the strength of each other's hammers by smashing them together. Like, imagine if you seen a Tinkaton just knock out a what's that freaking bird's name? The big metal bird that's from Galar. Corviknight or its evolution? I can't remember. Just the Tinkatongs have beef with it. So I think it would be like cool to see that kind of behavior where no. Corviknight, I think it's called. Yeah, Corviknight. Oh, I didn't think about that possibility, but I think that would make it so much better. Like, that's something we can talk about. I think shiny hunting, as great as it is now, I think it has gotten way too easy. But at the same time, it's really nice that it's easy. So it's a double-edged sword. I like breeding Pokemon though, and getting the eggs and hatching them and trying to get shinies that way. That's my preferred method of shiny hunting. That's how I got my shiny Skeledirge. Yeah. I can actually show you right now if you want after I catch this Indeedee, because I need to get 2 Fuegocos. Oh, let me, you know what? I don't care about the Indeedee right now. I gotta do this before the joke dies. I'll show you the daycare. You wanna see the daycare? There's also an Ampharos there. I need to get that. Where are you? There you are. Where's my Ditto? There's my Ditto. Anyway. You are the daycare. And if you want to do it fast, you make a peanut butter sandwich. Because this should give me egg power 2. Peanut butter banana sandwich, but this should give me egg power 2, which is perfect for hatching and breeding. You don't gotta do this sandwich, but this makes it 5 times faster. Oh, egg power 1. It still works. I like to give them a ball, so that way they can just do that, and then I go over here and AFK spin. And then after a little bit, nope, not yet. It's because it's power level 1. No, you can look at them. I just prefer to do this because it's funny. Because, like, if you think about it, Ditto's turning into a Skeledirge. They're getting it on. So it's just funny to look away. Yep, 1 Pokemon egg. Okay, I need 2. So yeah, you just check that basket right there, and they'll have an egg. This is also how you use the Mirror Herb. You delete a move from the Pokemon you want to learn the move, and you put the Mirror Herb on that Pokemon. And then you take the Pokemon that has the move, and you put them both in here together, and then after a little bit, the move will transfer. Yeah, they just completely got rid of the daycare. Also, I don't know if you've seen, but This is my Skeleturge that I hatched. After 349 eggs, I got a shiny for Coco. I gotta get 2 more now, though. I should probably leave that on there. And then... there we are. I just leave them be until I go to hatch them, and then see what they are, see if they're good or not. Let's see if there's, like, here's, I think, one of the extra eggs. No, this is to somebody named Dot. I don't know anybody named Dot, so that's weird. Oh, well, I had a few extra eggs somewhere that I had just lying around. I bred and hatched all these guys. Like, yeah, see, this guy is, he's 5 IVs, so he's just, his stats will be best. Most of these are 5 IVs. I forgot how I check. Oh, yeah, right here. That's how. Yeah. Well, oh, no, he's 4. Huh. I misnamed him. He's 5 IVs. He's 5. He's 5. He's... yeah, most of these are 5. They have a... they have to hatch to see if they're shiny. Yeah, you have to hatch them to see if they're shiny. Also, the way that I'm doing it makes it 1 out of 4,000 shiny chance, because this Ditto is, if you notice the SP European, he's Spanish. This is a Spanish Ditto. So if you take a Ditto from a different region and breed it with an English, well, another Pokemon from a different region, then the likelihood increases to get a shiny. So it just makes the breeding a lot easier. What the heck? Oh, you're Go-Go. I need you, Go-Go. Good job coming to me. Yeah, if you have the shiny charm, that chance goes from 1 in 4,098 to 1 in 2,048. I went to Pokemon Bank on my phone and went to the trade and typed in Ditto and seen what people wanted for a Ditto, and graciously gave up one of my very rare trimmed Furfurrows for a Spanish Ditto. These Pokemon live in herds in mountainous places. The victor in their contest of clashing horns will be the leader of the herd. Because on the Pokemon hold on, I need to get a drink. On the Pokemon Global Trade System, everybody wants Furfurrows in certain different trims, because in Pokemon Go, they gave Furfurrow 3 different trim styles that you can get, 1 in America, 1 in Europe, and 1 in Asia. So if you're not in those regions, you can't get them. So a lot of people will want to trade those rare Furfurrow trims for their Pokemon. It's really messed up the entire global trade system, and it's really terrible. So, way to go, Pokemon Go, I guess, but not really, because Pokemon trading was really nice until that happened. People would want something decent for their Pokemon, or you could put your Pokemon up and want something pretty decent, and you could get it relatively for a good trade. And now everybody's just like Furfurrow with Pharaoh trim, Furfurrow with Lahete trim, or so forth. A single cry from this nocturnal Pokemon and more than 100 of its Murkrow cronies will assemble. Dang. Yeah, so to me, it's kind of messed up the whole, hey, let's be able to trade with each other system. But it is what it is. I did not catch Espartha just yet. Like back in Diamond and Pearl, it got the global trade system was introduced then, and then it got messed up because they did the Manaphy event where you could get a Manaphy egg through Mystery Gift, hatch it, and get a Manaphy, and then if you bred that Manaphy, you would get a Fion egg. But only if people were able to get it. So everybody then on the global trade system started wanting Fions at level 5 or level 1. Yeah, you could put it down to level 1, but Pokemon still hatched at level 5 back then. It emits psychic power from the gaps between its multicolor. Did they actually hatch at level 5? No. No, I think they hatched at level 1. I can't remember now. I just know that Fion messed up the global trade system. It emits psychic power from the gaps between its multicolored frills and sprints at speeds greater than 120 miles per hour. Oh, I didn't see that number. Oh, 264, okay. Yeah, okay. There's a few that I missed that I missed writing down. Got you. I didn't get the Indeed. I should stop ranting about Pokemon games and all the stuff that's gone wrong with them. For the most part, I really love this game. They've done great. When it first came out and everybody was giving a shit, I was like, nah, this is really great. The only problem I had was the reflective ocean Pokeballs. But they're not so bad now. This Pokemon never leaves its trainer's side. It protects their actions and its psychic power with its psychic power and takes care of their day-to-day needs. Dang. So say if you don't want to do your chores, you just get yourself an Indeedee. Thank you. I used to just play the games over and over again, restart after restart. I didn't know Fire Red had Sevi Islands until like my third playthrough in after I caught 60 Pokemon for the Pokedex, which was the minimum they wanted you to do. But I stopped playing for a long while, and then I started back up again. I like the side games, I think, more though. Like the mystery dungeons, and also Conquest was super amazing. But the mystery dungeons are awesome. They need to come out with a new one. I think we haven't had a new one. There was a remake, I think in 2016, maybe 2018, and then nothing. And the remake was kind of eh. But if they came out with a like brand new mystery dungeon right now, it would probably be the biggest selling Pokemon game. If you see particular teeth marks on boulders or trees, it means Axew is likely living nearby. Like Arceus, I'm pretty sure was one of their biggest games, and that's because it was just something different. Yeah, you can mindlessly grind for a long while. When you get into EV training and IV training, that's when it really gets into grinding. Because, you know, then if I need like a bunch of special attack EVs, I'm gonna go fight, you know, 24 Mareeps just to get those EVs. Okay. I'm going to save it right there, and then I'm going to switch my screen really quick. See, I really like the grind with the thinking. It I don't know, it keeps me occupied. I like doing multiple stuff at once if I can. Okay. Because your favorite Pokemon is Dragonite. Back when I had a lot of time on my hands, you know, I trained a bunch of Pokemon. Where'd they go? Nope, not that. How do I see info? Oh, I need to get out of this. So, this is from Soul Silver and Heart Gold. This is from an original Fire Red save I went back through and played. Soul Silver again. Soul Silver again. This was an event Pokemon in Black and White, if I'm correct, or Black and White 2. I can't remember correctly. But if you beat the tower boss, you were given a shiny Gibble or a shiny Dratini. My shiny Axew or something, but yeah. I have brought over all of my Dragonites that I've ever raised because they're just so good. And I wanted them all to be absolutely different. My absolute favorite here is Snivy and Superior. This was one of my first shiny Pokemon that I ever hatched, was a shiny Snivy back in Black and White. Yeah, Hyper Beam was great. I don't think any of them know Hyper Beam. I should, actually. That's what I should do, is do a Dragonite with an original Dragonite moveset. Wing Attack, Hyper Beam, Surf, and Thunder Wave. Hyper Beam? Yeah. It's super powerful. Yeah, this is the only reason I keep Pokemon Home around anymore, is to keep all my Pokemon that I've trained. Because I used to do Black and White competition, where I would try to be in the top 1,000, because it was hard back then. But now it's even more hard. Then I forgot I gotta place that, actually. Shiny Celebi should go here. I don't know why I did the be right back. Yep, nope. But that's all for today, I think. I'm gonna get off. I just wanted to show you them. I didn't realize a lot of them were from Soul Silver and Heart Gold that I probably transferred up. I have a Fire Red, so I need to play that and honestly go and catch a Dratini in the Safari Zone with Safari Ball. Jeez, that's insane. Yeah, you have a good night too. It's fun chatting.